Okay. It looks like it's working. Alrighty. Cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna start by working on the runes. Yeah, okay. So the first thing I've got to do is create a data structure for that. So let me go ahead and do that. So if I can remember what it is. So code data. Okay, there you go. I think, let me see. Have I done this before? I don't know. No, it doesn't look like it. So I'm gonna create a folder called runes. Yeah, I gotta create the data structure for that. Can I do just a game item? I don't know if it's a good idea or not to do a game item. Max quantity, no, we're not gonna have. I mean, I guess it could be objects. So it can be objects, editor fragments. Yeah, let's create a new one. Before I create a C#, let's create a new folder. Call it runes. There you go. And let's go ahead and create a rune collectible. Maybe. Yeah, probably gonna have to. Collectible. I think I'm using collectible for the mono behaviors. Yeah, probably don't want that. Okay, so I'm gonna create a new data structure. So I think I'm gonna go with game item rune just for the sake of it. It's gonna be a child of the game item. At the moment, I don't know what. I might link the scenes on that object, but I don't know. I might just not do it. See, Unity will allow me to do that. So while I'm waiting for Unity to do whatever it's doing, I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate my image. And then grayscale it. Can I grayscale in Unity? I might be able to. I don't know. I don't think I want to do that anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna call game item. Let's call it game item runes. Not sure if the separation is ideal. We can deal with that later. Alright. So let me go ahead and change it. I'm just gonna do grayscale. Okay. So let's wait for Unity to load the solution. And the idea is, oops, to do something like, yeah, that wasn't too hard, something like that. So basically, as the player collects the runes, it will trigger a cutscene, and then after the cutscene, we'll have something like this, that they can see that, you know, if they complete everything, they will unlock a new thing. Okay, so where is my new code that I just created? It's not here. Yep. Okay. So again, it's going to be a child of the game item class. And I might just do here public zone. So that's going to be a game zone. I can just call cutscene, I guess. Just so we know which cutscene we're talking about. And I had a script that added the date to the code. I don't know what happened. That Unity changed something. It no longer works. Anyways, let's go back to Unity. That should be enough. Oh, do I need to? I think I need to add the tag thing. That one I probably need to. Or rather, I think I want to do that, right? So let's call it room. Well, let's create that data. I don't know if I'm gonna create everything right now. Oh, so I have the thingy. Oh, but that's just the zone. Okay, that's fine. Where is it? So items, runes. So let's go ahead and create a new rune. Data. Oh no. Game LUMI data. Items, I think. Rune. There you go. So, let's see. I'm gonna say rune, and then I guess I'm just gonna add numbers to it. Because I don't have any names yet. Like, I haven't got to that part. So yeah, I'm just gonna put numbers to it. It's just a file. I can change it later. Probably items. I'm gonna set that later. Let's go ahead and grab our sprite. Okay, so that's the sprite. Should we have a prefab? Because we need a material. Oh no, we don't need a material. I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah, let's add our zone. I'm gonna. Oops. If I can spell space. And there you go. So it looks a little nicer on the editor. And then max quantity is always going to be 1. Because there's like a key item. Instead of creating the whole key item structure, I'm just setting it to 1. Maybe I could do like a boolean just to check if it is. I don't want to go overboard with the item structure. But, you know, some basic stuff should be in there. Okay, let's go ahead and link the zone. Yeah, runes. Oh, I'm calling it Furanto. Let's go ahead and do that then. Oop. Where's my thingy again? Go. Rune. Furanto 1. And what else can I do? So I'm just gonna go ahead and set up the localization stuff as well. So name rune 1. That's fine. Don't need any other thing in there. Oh, maybe I should do name and description just so it's a little easier. There we go. Okay. And then I need to add that to the localization file later, but for now it doesn't matter. Okay, so that is in there. Let me see how I'm triggering this. I forgot actually. Oh, it's just an interaction. Okay, so it's an interaction. So I can either do a child of that, so I don't have to touch it, or I can. Yeah, probably gonna do a child of that. That's probably easier. So I did have a thing. Where is it? Where I had like collectible. Yeah, there you go. So game item collectible. So I'm just gonna do game item rune collectible. It's gonna be a child of interaction because the player has to engage with it in order to access the cutscene. So I don't know why Visual Studio is not opening my files on the first thingy, on the first run, but that's okay. Okay. Let's open that up again. That's gonna be interactable. I'm hoping that I can, and I think I got the wrong date in there. Did I? No, I got it right. I'm hoping that I can just change it without having to copy and paste things. It'd be amazing if that's possible. But if it's not, it's okay. I can just, you know, copy and paste. That should be fine. Okay. Let's see. So what do we want here? I think all we really need is a reference to yeah, the reference to the collectible. So to the settings here, and so what is it? Game item rune, I think it was. Yeah, it should be rune instead of runes. So I'm probably gonna change rune. That's that. And then let's just read. It's consistent. Okay. So there's two scenarios with this. I can either trigger on the save file that the player collected a rune once the thing is triggered. It's like we go up to the rune and press the button, then it's in the cutscene. I can trigger it in that, or I can trigger when the player comes back, so then I can trigger all the UI stuff too. And I think I'm gonna do the latter. And the reason for this, I think, is if I do it that way, what I can then do is make sure that the player only collects the rune once the player watches the cutscene. And the cutscene is like, it's a little interactive thing. Not like a massive cutscene, and it's not even a cutscene really. It's just like the player walking on in a different scenario or scene or whatever it is. So okay, so that's it. I'm not gonna trigger anything else from here. I do need to create a UI code for this. So how am I gonna do this? So I think what I'm gonna do is I do need to create a piece of code to add that to the, where is it? To the player save file. I'm calling it save file. Like it's just a class that holds data for now. So let's just collect rune. Okay. So public void collect rune. Definitely need to add to the database and to the save file. So save slot. Let's go to the save slot. So definitely need to add it in here. Go ahead and create runes. And how am I doing the other ones? String, integer. I don't even remember. I'm storing the. Oh yeah, I was storing just an integer because I didn't want it to deal with the serialized stuff. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So I guess because it's just a collectible, like all I really need to know if the person watched the cutscene. That's all I need to know. So I can just add to the list the ones that the player actually watched. So in that case, all I really need is the list of integers, and I can just say rune. Am I putting anything else in there? Defeated enemies, upgrade orbs, items. I'm just gonna put in as rune. That's fine. And with that, that's the data to store. Not too complex. Probably gonna have to optimize this at a later date, but it's fine for now. So runes. it right. There you go. So public void collect, and then we can just pass in the ID. And to make things easier for me, I'm just gonna do public void collect room, and then we can pass in the game item room, and then we can just call collect room, the room ID. Just a little bit of like helpful piece of code that just make my life a little bit easier. Not too much though, but just enough. I do need an event for when we do collect the thing. So let's see, do I have that somewhere? Constant, probably on the events thing. Yes, so probably something like that. Let's see. Arb delegates. Let's just do one here for the rooms. Room delegates. Let's just do delegate void, and then maybe just something like room collected. I think it's fine if I just pass in the room. I might need more data, but I don't know. We'll have to see. I forgot what I was. So delegates. Sure. Oh, there you go. Do a new one here. On rune collected. Okay, so that's the data. I wasn't active. Ooh. Actually, I want the other way around, don't I? Yeah, I forgot about that. So I actually rather have it as a rune, because then I can just do this, and then I can update everything based on that, which is better. So first thing I gotta do is just make sure that it's actually a new rune. Runes contains the rune ID. If it doesn't want to do anything, otherwise it's just rune dot add. Runes dot add, and then we just put in the rune dot ID. All right, okay, and then here I need to do the other way around. So this is gonna look ugly, but we can sort that out later. Let's just get in the game working, then we can do everything else. So get item. Okay, I'm gonna put it in here. I might change the layout a little bit. We'll see. Rune. Game item rune. Yeah, let's put that with the items here. There we go. And then we're gonna do a basic method here to get the rune. So public game item rune get rune, and then can either give him the ID. Yeah, that's probably what we want, right? The ID. So return rune find. Obviously, we need to compare with that ID. Okay, so we're gonna call that in. Pretty sure I have that here somewhere. Oh, that game data. Oops. I can just pass in the ID, and that should do it for us. That doesn't look very pretty, but it's fine. Collect room. I think that's it. I don't think I need anything else. Let me see if I did anything different for the others. Oh, we have persistency, which I don't think we care that much about, to be honest. In this case, like, the rune is gonna be in there, just whether or not the player has interacted with it. And then yeah, we just add to the thing, and then we do the callback. There is a pattern that I'm doing here that I should be doing, which is every time I add something to the inventory, I am returning the whole list, which makes sense, right? So I'm just gonna put action list int, which is gonna be the list of yeah, and I'm just gonna put as callback. I don't know about that. Like I haven't really used that, but here it is. If I ever have a need to do that, it's in there. Yeah, I'm implementing this now, so it's probably gonna get handy at some point. So, oh, what was that? That was like, I don't know what that was. I don't know what I pressed to get that icon. Anyways, so collect rune. Visual Studio is smarter than me, obviously. Do I need anything else from here? I don't think so. I think that's all I really need. And the thing is, the way I'm gonna do this is something that I don't know if I quite like, which is I'm gonna link it up with an event in the inspector. Let's see what comes up. All right. So the way I have my system set up here is I can go to my game level, and then I have the level entries, right? And basically what I do is, like, if I'm coming back from the rune cutscene, which, by the way, in this case is like a test rune, so it doesn't really matter, but if I'm coming back from that, then what I can then do is just, like, I have an event that triggers that, and because in here I'm making sure that I only collect the ones that I haven't collected yet, I think I should be okay. And then everything else can be reactive to the event, or a listener to the event, like the onCollect event that I have. But anyways, what I have to do now is, well, a couple of things. First is I'm gonna make sure that this is a debug, and I'm just gonna drag and drop. Hopefully it will work, but sometimes we'll see how Unity behaves this time around. And it broke the whole thing. Okay, so I'm the control that. Oh, because I'm stupid. It wasn't supposed to be collect or interactable. It's supposed to be interaction. Right? Yeah. Because interaction is when, I don't know why I made those two names very similar to each other, but interaction is supposed to be when you go to an item and you press a button, and then interactable should be when you, like, activate something or do something else. Usually it's gameplay related. This is more like dialogue or cutscene triggers, things like that. These work? I think it did. Yeah, it looks fine. I just need to link the rune here, so let's see if I can find that. There we go. And it should be there. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's see what else. So that's linked, and then on my game level, as I said, I can just come here, and if I'm coming back from the cutscene level, or yeah, the scene or the zone or whatever it is, it means that I've watched the whole thing or just interacted with the stuff that I needed to interact with, and then I can just hopefully get that thing here. And again, it's not great because it has to be on the same scene. It's linked on the editor, which I don't know how I feel about that, but it should be okay. And then collect rune. Should be okay for now at least. And by the way, we're not gonna have that many in there, and it's not gonna be like a massive. I think it should be okay. I think we're gonna be okay. Okay, so we need to add it to the database as well. let's see. Where's the database? Game database. Which is not really a database, is it? But you know, doesn't really matter. Okay. Anyways, runes collected. Now what we can do is we can. Well, the best way to test it actually is just to go ahead and build the UI, isn't it? Let's go ahead and do that then. Okay, let's see. So we have in-game UI, I think. Oh, and I probably need something like lock the interaction until the UI finish the animation, that kind of thing. I'm probably gonna need that, but I'll worry about that later. So let's just create an empty thing here. I'm gonna call panel. I think I can just do panel. Yeah, let's do panel runes, and then for now we only have one set of runes, so that's gonna be fine. But later, I guess what I can then do is just create multiple containers. But for now, let's just do container here. And then what I can do is go ahead and add our UI image. And the image I actually have to export from Photoshop. Let me do that right now. Where do I want to place this? Guys, I'll put it in here. And I'm gonna call it. Well, let's call it sprite UI. Sprite. Yeah, UI runes 001. That's fine. Should be okay. Let's see. That's our runes. Okay, fine. Let's link that up. The image here. Okay. Aspect. And there we go. How big does that look in the game? Yeah, that's fine. I don't know if I want a background or not. I do have a like a color thing that I usually do. Let's try that. Let's see how that looks. Background. Then we can let's find the color. So I think it's on the, where is it? I always forget this. I shouldn't, but orbit slots, pause menu. Where's the, oh, pause menu is here. Yeah, that's really lazy of me. Like I probably at some point couldn't figure out the order, so I just dragged that over. That's not really a good solution. Again, it's like it doesn't matter. Yeah, there, that's the color. That in. Ah, it looks too dark, doesn't it? It's way too dark. No, it's fine. That's fine. Not final, but you know, we can definitely you know, polish later. Like, let's get it in the game first and see how it looks, then we can do some final touches and polishing and UI effects and sound effects and everything later. Okay, so if I go 0-1, there we go, that's the piece that I want. So it's not ideal. The reason it's not ideal is that right now I'm gonna have to position this where this should be, and you know, the chances that I miss it or it doesn't look great, it's quite high actually. But the reason I wanted to do that way is because I can then assign a material to it. And I don't know which material. Yeah, that's the one. Don't know if I like that actually. I do like the glow though. Make a copy of that. And I'm not naming this properly, but what is it? So rune, material rune, and I'm just gonna call it glow. And I'll remove the shake effect. And by the way, this is like an asset thingy with a shader. Doesn't matter. Okay, so the glow is fine. Does it show in the UI? I don't know. Don't look like it does, but we'll test it. We'll test it on the actual game running. Okay. So image rune 1. That's fine. Okay. I probably need to anchor this properly, but again, let's make sure it works. Runes. Okay. So all I need to do now is make sure that this widget here is reactive to when the player collects the rune. So I'm gonna create a UI script, mini scripts. No mini script. Okay, UI objects. Could do it in here. Could do it. Not sure if I want to. I did have one that I did a risk. Oh I didn't. Sometimes I forget that I have to grab my changes. I did have one piece of code that was related to the in-game items. I don't know what that is. Okay, I'm gonna do it in here for now. I can organize those later. Widget, where is it? Room display. Is that fine? Yeah, that's gonna be okay. All right. My coffee's cold. Fine, it's fine. Okay. Room display. Okay, so if I do a base widget, I could do something like that. Yeah, that's fine, I think. But the thing is, like, that's why I wanted. Let me see if I can find the game item UI, because I did do a thing where I think I just linked. Honestly, I think I just linked the object to the actual widget in the UI, and then just said, you know, if this item is the same as this. Not reading. So probably widget item. Widget item. Ah, it's that one, the reactive one. And should I do that too? I think I can do kind of the same thing, right? So here's what I'll do. I'll do one that kind of works for both, and then if that solution is fine, then I'll do the same for the other ones. And I can't really spell space for whatever reason. So let's just put in settings. That's fine, and then we can do, what is it called? Game item rune. Okay, so if we have a start method here, Now I do, yeah, okay, so that's fine. I can do base start, that's okay. And then, what is it? Oh, yeah, it's not virtual, it's overlay. Forgot about that. What I can then do is like if rune, it's not null, so like, because if it's a dynamically created widget, then I don't want to preset it. But like if I do want to preset it because it's, you know, it's a thing that I manually placed, then I probably want to set that up. So set up, I think it's the method. There we go. And then I want to react to when the react to rune collection. All right, that's what I want. Public virtual void on rune collected. That does it. And then I need to obviously link that up somewhere. Here's the thing. I will probably need to open the UI. So I don't know if I want to do that here. Oh no, yes I do. Yeah, I do. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. I was just thinking because it could be the case where I have more objects listening to this event, and that could be unnecessary, but if I do it that way, then it's a little bit easier to handle later. So wait, what is it called? Game data, I think. Rune. Is it game save data? Game save slot maybe. Rune on rune collected. Oops. Just gonna do that here, and then gonna do the same, or not the same, but I'm gonna link it on the destroy method. And then okay, so one thing that I really like to do, and it's been like a favorite of mine developing the game, is I just set events for things, and it's been so much easier to do things sometimes just by linking things up. And I know it's like, in some cases it's not great to rely on the editor, and it can get messy if you don't remember what you linked and everything. But like, actually I want to do this public, so public unity then. But it's been so much faster to develop games that I personally prefer that. So on rune collected, so here's what I'll do. I'll call that in here. Oh, same name. On rune collect. Okay, so I'll call this listener. And then I can invoke this. If I just do that, then I can set all the UI animations on the editor. That should be okay, right? And I think I clicked sign in on Visual Studio. It's gonna be awesome. But anyways, let's see. Okie dokie. So, oh, it was here. So controllable panel, which is kind of a lie. It's not controllable, but and I want that to be animated as well, right? So let's go ahead and create animations here. Let's do in then lame manual animation. Yeah. Keep forgetting the name of things, but in the end, it always work. I think it's like I can do. If I do a material, that's gonna be a problem. I'll just do a canvas group. Let's supposed to be canvas group in here. I'll just do a canvas group here. That's fine. There's no need to be super Is that enough though? Is that enough to kind of give it the effect that you collected the thing? I didn't pay attention to it at all. Let's play it again. Yeah. I don't know. Let's see. What do we have? Do we have in? I'll test a few effects actually. Change the version of this so I don't have to watch the out animation too long. Oh, that's better. That's much better actually. That's what I want, like quick glow and then do the thing. Okay, anyways, that's not relevant to this at all, but let's see. So because I might have multiple runes, what I'll do here is actually that's the rune that I want. Okay, so this is I'll call it West Tower. West Tower is like a zone in the game. So all of the runes that you collect in this zone is going to be related to this, and then each part of the map probably going to have its own rune system. Anyways, doesn't matter. Well, at least not for now. When it comes time to actually write the story in the narrative, it's definitely gonna matter. Okie dokie. So if we go ahead and do the widget part display in here, I'm putting a lot of things in one object, which kind of it's not really what I like to do. But once again, it's fine. Not a big deal at all. Okay, so what I want to do, obviously, is as soon as I have this, so instead of image, I'm going to call this group. That should be, so that shouldn't be rune, that should be, what is it? It's like a fragment of the rune. I'll leave that as it is for now. Try to think of a better name. It's not really a rune. The rune is the whole thing, I think. It is. Begin transitions, which is fine. And then also, this whole thing should have its own canvas group that I'll... Oh, not this. Sorry. Probably this. Yeah, probably this. Let's see. Because then I can do the background too. That's fine. Let's do kind of the same thing, so I'm just gonna copy. And then I'll likely need some events as well, because I don't want everything to run at once, right? I want some things to be like do one thing then do the other thing, right? So I'll probably create a new thing here for events. Let's do events. What is it? Activate rune. Just do run event after, and it depends on how long we set this to be. So let's set this to 0.25. Same thing here, and then we do the animation. Where is it? Begin transition. Well, I should come and play the rune animation. Okay, that's fine. and I need to set this to the runes, I think. Yeah. Oh, and I don't ever want to call that, except when I'm testing the thing. So yeah, okay, that's fine. Let's see. So we have that in. And I'm gonna call that animation, or sorry, I need to call the event from the thing. So where's the, so I should call this one actually. So we triggered the whole animation, the whole panel animation, and find it. And then we triggered the event, and then we should probably have another event, which is gonna be let's call it hide. Not very creative today. Run event after, and then let's see. So we have 0.25 seconds for the animation to come in, and then I don't know. We might actually change this for the player to press a button, but for now let's just put like 3 seconds, or 2 seconds. It shows for 2 seconds, and then it goes away. And then for it to go away, all I need to do is call this one. Yeah. And then all I need to do is link that up in here. It's not that one. I always grab the wrong one. Might not be ideal, but you know it's. Okay, so yeah. Let's see. I mean, if it works, then great. Not sure if it will though. Oh, I thought I pressed play. Let's see. So it's kind of a spoiler, but I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, it's the very first. Oh, we have a little bug in there, don't we? Let's fix that first. So I think I know what it is. Actually, I think I can get rid of that from from Git, because I always, yeah, that one. So let me discard those changes. I was testing something for something else, and then yeah, that happened. Oh no, don't want to say that. There you go. I'm testing with the controller mainly because I'm actually gonna take my game to another event, which should be fun, right? But I'm only gonna have gamepads in there, so it's gonna be like, I think 3 notebooks, and then each notebook's gonna have 1 gamepad with the game running. Okay, so we interact with the rune, we take it to the cutscene. The idea is that things will be happening in the background, and then you walk around this thing, you know, and telling you the story and everything, and then you get to the end, and then you return to the thing, and then it should technically trigger the thing, and obviously it didn't work, right? So let's see. Oh, let's put some logs in. Or let's see, do we have any errors related to that? No, that's just names and stuff. Have absolutely nothing in there. Did I connect the... Oh, shoot. Yeah. That happens sometimes. So it changed back to interaction. I guess the best thing to do... Here's what I'll do. Just so I fix it once and for all. I'm gonna come here and add the game, or is it game item rune collectible, and then I'll just copy the whole thing. Can I paste it even though it's not technically the same? No. Okay, so one, everything is activated. Oops. And then events, copy. I like the idea of doing the other way, but there's so many issues that sometimes it's those headers. It's fine, no, not a big deal, but it's one of those things that if it's easier to do, then might as well do it, right? But in this case, it's at the time. Not really. So do that, move up, and then we can delete that. So remove component. We'll save, and then let's see if it updates by itself or if we have to relink it again. I'm probably gonna have to relink. That's what I was talking about, the events. You see, yeah, there you go. Those things happen all the time. So, you know, kind of have to not care about sometimes relinking things in the spectrum, which is why sometimes it's preferably to do via code, because you can see what's in there. If there's a bug, you know, the console here is gonna tell you, you know, that there's an error there. And as we just saw, if it's linked but then you miss the reference, then there's not really much that you can do, you know? But oh, that was too quick. Okay, it worked. You know, if it wasn't for the unlinking that happened in there, which you're gonna wipe, it actually worked. So I don't like the effect though. Like, I think maybe we block the character. Should we block the character's movement? I think we should. I think we block the character's movement. We take a little bit of time, just like 1 second or something like that. Show the animation as we just did, which is fine. Probably gonna have to time it differently, and then once we finish the thing, then we show the. Then we unlock the player ability to move again. I'm actually not sure about the blocking the player movement. I don't like blocking the player movement, but at the same time, you do have some players that just mash the buttons all the time, and you know, it can cause bugs that you don't really want to deal with sometimes. Sometimes it's just easier to block because, you know, there is an animation playing anyways. Which, you know, is fine. So I don't know. Let's create another event, which is gonna be show, and I'll do 0.75 just so we don't have to wait too much. And then I forgot what it was. Let's see. Oh, so it was just this one. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, we triggered the first event, which is showing the UI, and then we just follow the same idea. One, okay. 203 here, so a bit of 504. I have a little bit of room to deal with the animation, and then widget. Then what we do here is we simply, there you go. Instead of calling this directly, we do the event as we were doing with the other ones, by the way. So run the show, active rune, and then we hide it. That's it. That should do the trick. And then let's bring that in, and go back, save, and play. Let's see. I don't know. Like, I was thinking about this being narrated, like those cutscenes, because like the player does get into a place where you know, there is space for narrative, you know, storytelling. That's why we're doing this, by the way. But you know, obviously there is a argument that if we do add the like a narration, that would be super cool, right? Because you could tell like as a tale, you know, like, and I like that idea, but we'll see how it goes. Oh no way! What? Okay, the I still don't like the animations. Hang on. Oh yeah, it takes 0.75. Then yeah, that's definitely wrong. That should be like 1.5, and then I should be 3, something like that. Oh shoot. I love this workflow, but sometimes I forget that you have to clear the stuff that you're doing before I go back to the game. Well, I'd rather have this workflow anyway. Okay. Let's see. If there is, oh, there you go. Yeah, that's fine. I would increase the time to hide a little bit, but other than that, that's fine. That's great. You know, again, all the polishing and everything else that we do have to do can come in later. You know, that's not a big concern right now, I don't think. Just thinking about it though, like if I do have a save system, I should probably have a method here that checks if the player has already collected that. And because that's the other thing, like because I'm doing everything from code, yeah, probably gonna need another event. So on rune collected, on load rune collected. If, how do I know this? I need to create a method for that, don't I? No, not on the database. It's on the so many files open. Game data. Oh, they don't have close everything to the right up, do they? I think Visual Code has that. I think. I'd be wrong. Okay. Sorry, I lost myself. I was typing something else and then I noticed that I didn't have this stuff that I wanted. Let me close all those files because I'm almost closing everything. Stay persistent, that's probably something that I'm gonna need to have it. Yeah, okay. So save slot, game save slot. Okay, where do I collect it? So I'll add a method here to check or it has or is I don't know, how am I doing on the other ones? Like, I want to keep the same, how can I say this? I want to keep the same using as get. Yeah, I want to use the same pattern of, you know, naming things, but sometimes it's a little bit weird. Or I forget, you know, how I do something. And I'm getting some warnings here. Quickly double check. Where is it? Let's see. It's fine. It's just warnings that don't matter. Okay, game run collected. And then I guess we can just, oops, we can just, oh, come on, I can do this. Return. There we go. And yeah, that's all we really need. And then if game manager instance save slot rune. So by the way, if rune is null, we don't want to do anything, but if we do have it, then we want to trigger that event. And yeah, that event will never be triggered anyway, so I don't have to worry about that. Let's go back to Unity, and Unity is loading again. I don't know why, like I feel like lately has been taking longer to load some things. It might be my computer, because this computer that I'm running is actually like, what, 11 years old or 12 years old, or something like that. It's actually 11 years old, which is very old. 10 years old, might be. I don't fully remember, but it's a very old computer. But it's doing great, you know. It works just fine. Okay, so where is it? On that, the thing is, okay, no, that's fine. I was gonna do something else. Yes, I can just do directly the animation for that. Because if we're loading from the save file, like, we want to show that right away, right? So, and even skip transitions. Okay, that's more interesting actually. Let's go back to the thing. Those cards look pretty cool, but they're not the target of this. Let's see. Right? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Cool. I want to test the load, but obviously I don't have a save file. I can test this on the actual level, but I'll save that for later. Like, I don't want to break anything. I'm just gonna write that down. Okay, yeah, that works. I mean, it's pretty good. Let's see if I played it again, because, you know, say I want to rewatch the cutscene, which is fine, you know, you can do it. I don't want to show that again, though. works. Last question is, should I be worried about player movement while we're playing the thing? I don't know if we should. I personally don't care, but like I've also seen some people playing the game and pressing too many buttons is sometimes a fun challenge. And again, the problem is not even pressing the buttons. The problem is like, or maybe it is, because I'm thinking there might be a case where they die. If they die, then it's kind of fine, but like they're gonna miss the animation, so it's not like a big deal. That's fine. But I'm gonna test it now. The problem might be if they press the pause button. Would the animation stop? I'm not sure. I don't think it will. Let's say. And they do need to be able to pause the game anyways. So that might be a problem. I'll go ahead and pause. Oh! Yeah, that's fine. Last case scenario is like if they interact with something else, but I'm not gonna worry about that now because we don't have that condition in the game. Like at the moment, with all the levels that we have, there is no. I don't think there is a moment where we have like a character, for example, that they can talk to and a cutscene at the same place. Usually the runes, they are isolated in their own like special places where they can watch the cutscene. Because that's probably not gonna happen, I'm not gonna worry about it. But yeah, that's amazing actually. I didn't. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that works. Awesome. Okay, I'm not gonna touch it then. I will though just do a quick commit so I save my before breaking the game again. But it's good, like, just quick how we actually have the data for the runes now, and we have the effects and showing to the player that collected. I should probably add that to the actual UI. So, for example, like what we did now is just like an overlay that pops up, when the player collects the thing. But there is also the case where the player wants to check what has been collected. So if we go to the pause menu, I'm thinking now, I don't know why this worked on the pause menu and the other ones didn't. I have no idea why. And that's bad. I should know this. It's probably something that I set up, but I don't know. I genuinely do not know. Okay, fine, whatever. Right, so we have all those panels. I'll just duplicate the one that we have. That will be it. Okay, so that's our beautiful menu. Which it looks, to be honest, it looks. Obviously, the reason I'm laughing is because we have nothing in it at the moment. So I'm just gonna call this rune, or can I just duplicate the thing? Where is it? Yeah, that maybe. Let's see. We don't want the background in this case. And quite frankly, don't need any of this. Or do we? We might actually need that. Then we have the widget in there. Probably gonna have to set up the other widgets too. What happened to my top bar? Oh, right. I remember. It's dynamically instantiated now. Because I thought that would be super cool, but obviously I can't see it while editing the thing. Obviously, I mean, I could have done like a script that runs in the editor, but that's fine. I think the size is fine too. So let's see. We have those panels that we're doing. So let's create another folder here. I'll call it rooms and call it panel room. That's for the main menu. So that's when the player wants to keep track of progress, things like that, right? Okie dokie. So let's do 2025. By the way, yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. I might actually go ahead and link the actual scene after I finish this, just because I can then call it done, test it, and see, okay, so if we do this, it's going to be more polished. If we do this, it's going to be easier for the player to use. I don't want to do that. Press the wrong button again, or select the wrong file. Yeah, so I just opened that file. Copy and paste. That's how lazy I am. What do I care about here? I don't think we care about anything in particular. I don't even think we needed that. But that being said, I'll link it up, and then if we ever need it, then we can just code whatever needs to be coded. The reason I had to create a file, or I didn't have to create a file, but like I needed a script in here that was the base controllable panel, because then I need to link it up in, or here maybe controllable panels. There you go. Panels in menu. Okay, so how to update those two lists. So menu panel. Let's do room. Yep. And I mean, for now, there's nothing that the player is going to be able to control in the rooms panel for now. But like, as I said, like as we add more zones and more areas in the map, then there's going to be multiple rooms. So maybe we're going to have like a little selector of rooms, and then you can open and see, and maybe show more information about the rooms, and then maybe even replay the rooms if the player wants to. That can be a thing too. Maybe. We'll see how far we're gonna go. Like this game, like I'm enjoying playing, or not playing, making this game, but obviously, like at some point we gotta release this. And yeah. I don't know. I feel weird about thinking about releasing the game because I started thinking about marketing and stuff. And I see the games that kind of trend. And sometimes, I don't think about those games. The games that I'm trying to make are a little bit different. And the people that played liked the game. I'm not too worried about that. But it might be the case where I have to rethink some things for my next game. Anyways, rumble aside, let's go ahead and link those things up. Oops. Oops. Did I add it? Yeah. Okay, we need a sprite. I don't think we have a sprite for that. Let me create one I mean, it's gonna be weird, but it's fine. It's not gonna be weird. It's gonna look bad. But the purpose of right now is not to make the sprite look good. We can have that done after. Oh, crap. I can't use Photoshop, and I know I'm not showing those, but it's gonna be quick. Already done. I'm gonna export this file. Where's the export? Let's put that. Yeah, I'm gonna call it icon or yeah, icon rune. That's fine. Okay. I do have like, yeah, there you go. That's what I wanted. Let's put that with the others. Oh, it should be. Oh, there you go. It should be here. I was gonna say it should be here. It doesn't look like an icon. If I make it, god damn it. Shouldn't be wasting time with this because this is gonna be done later, but I'm gonna make black and white, but that will do for now. Okay. And then runes. How do we do this? Oh yeah, sorry. I lost focus for a little bit. We have to plug it in here. Text menu rooms. I have to create that, don't I? Let me go ahead and do that now because I'm gonna definitely forget. Translation and localization. Yeah, it's something that I'll have to look at some point. Like I've created a system a long time ago, and I'm still using that system. Not bad, but I don't know. It's very hard to use. Let's create one in Portuguese and one in English. Those are the two languages that we support at the moment. Oh shoot, wrong. What? I thought I was on the right thing, but clearly not. Oh, there you go. Runes. Easier to do that. That should be it. Okay, that's fine. As I can just do that, maybe. I don't even remember like how I set those things up. Let's see. So many things in this game, which is cool, but you know, sometimes it's hard to keep track of everything that you ever did. Okay, so I did add it. Oh, awesome. Okay, so that worked. That was easy enough, right? That's good. Let's collect the rune and test it again. So yeah, this is gonna be a cutscene. It's gonna have, you know, effects, animations, whatever. And then player comes back. The rune is gonna show it as collected. And if we go back to the menu right now, oh, it doesn't show it in here. Oh yeah, because okay, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I forgot. I'm stupid. Forgot to do the thing. Where is it? So runes. Because like I only added the event when we load from the save file, but I didn't add the event for when we just collect the thing. So that there. In. And I'm also I'm also using the skip transition, which I never used before. So I'm assuming it just goes to the end. But if it doesn't, then I'll have it to obviously switch that method. I'm gonna try that because I don't want to see any animations. If I've already collected the thing, I don't want to see any animations. So let's test it again real quick. Trigger file. That's gonna be the cutscene. And once we get to the end of the cutscene, it comes back. Goes to us that we collected the thing. Fine. I skip. It's a no-go. Okay, so let's try. Let's just do the default event thing. Where is it? So skip transition is not doing what I wanted to do. I'm just gonna do begin transition. If that is really bad, like in terms of animations and UI feedback, what I might do is just like I'll extend that class to have a method. Oops, sorry, to have a method that will just go to the end, like. Or if I don't want to deal with that, I could just change the time to like 0 to that. Is also an option. But anyways, let's see. And I don't have the dash on the cutscene, and that's on purpose. But it makes very slow to test sometimes. Okay, got the rune. That's out of the way. Yeah, it's gonna play the animation. Okay, so I have two options. I can either do the hard way, which is extending the class and make a method that does that, or I can just try to set the time to 0. Or is 0 gonna work? I don't know that. I'll try 0. If 0 doesn't work, then I guess we can test it, right? We can preview the animations. Pretty sure we can. Where is it? That's the thing, and then if we play this, yeah, it works. Okay, that's fine. That does it. Okay, get this out and or deactivate this, and then remove the menu. Let's test that, and that should work. And then after that, all I have to do is link. Well, there's a lot of things to do still. There's the new icon for the runes menu, and then I have to link on the actual scene instead of the test room. But yeah, let's test it. Works. Get to the end, and then it shows us the animation. Definitely gonna need sound effects for that, and there we go. Those are the runes. We're gonna have more things in this menu later, but for now it's fine. It's a little bit too crowded, I think, and none of those, like some of those icons are good, some of them don't match, so we're gonna have to redo them, or not redo them, but some of them I'll have to rethink, especially the enemies and the runes. Although I don't think the runes is bad. It could be better, but it's not bad actually. It doesn't feel too far from what we got. Anyways, okay, so that's done. I'm gonna go ahead to the actual scene and link that up on the level that we have a rune, just so it's all in there, and then I can test in the game. I keep forgetting what I put things, so let's see, animations are data, there you go. zone. So it's on the LUMI hall. Load the LUMI hall. There we go. And that's our rune. And something that I just remembered. I think this is on a different scene, and yes, it is. So here's the kind of problem that I have sometimes is I broken the game into multiple scenes for every region of the game. But because it's just one thing, I might just put it on the core scene for now. It's not ideal, but yeah, that's the solution for now. Okay, so if we're coming back from the rune, then all we gotta do is link that up here. And oh boy, it's not that one. It's that one. Where's it? Collect rune. There you go. Okay, let me organize this a little bit. So this should not be here. It should be on the art. Yeah. I'll organize this later, and then this. Let's create one thing for the runes here. Again, we're only gonna have like one, maybe like two at most in the scene. So having like that, having the rune on the core scene shouldn't be a problem. I'm trying to avoid having too much stuff on the core scene, just because it's the main scene that we load. So that's probably what's gonna take the most time loading. And everything else kind of goes asynchronous. So if this scene is like light in terms of, or lightweight in terms of size, then probably gonna be a little bit faster because everything else kind of loads as the animation is playing. Should I test in this? The problem with testing in this is that I have to get to there, and I don't have any dev controls yet, and I'm 2 years into this game, so should probably have some dev controls, but I'll skip that for now. I'll just drag my character around. That's fine, right? It should be fine. Let's pause the game. Where's my character? And then, oops, that's not my character. Or maybe it was the character. Just one thing, like a leg or something. Okay. Okay. Alright, so we're here, and then we interact with the scene, and I can see the background, my background. Definitely have to fix that. Okay, let's get to the end. Come back. I can see the character kind of getting to the ground. I don't like that. It shows in there, and it collects. Okay, so that's integrated. That's fine. This entrance here, it's a little annoying. Like I'm doing that. I should probably have a method that fixes the player to the ground, like before the scene shows up. But anyways, okay, so we got that in. So that's basically done. I'm probably gonna have a look at the icons, but because I don't want to do that right now, I'm gonna go ahead and consider the runes implemented it. I'll test it, see if it works fine, you know, as we were playing the game. But right now I want to go to my power-up switcher. And there's a few things that I want to update here. So the power-up switcher is the thing that the player can use to switch between power-ups in the game. And we have 7 power-ups at the moment, but 3 of them really are kind of, I wouldn't say done, but like they're in the game and they're playable. So basically there's these roulette, let's say, that you can kind of pick which power up you want to use, and I don't know why Unity is taking forever to play the game, but yeah, there's a few things that I want to update in there. So I'll just collect some of the power-ups, and I just noticed that text is showing in Portuguese. I'll change the default language later. Anyways, so this is the roulette. I need to update the icons on the roulette, and I also want to do like a faded thing on the slots that are not usable. And also I want to do, let me enable audio, but like I have a little bit of I have a little bit of audio feedback on the thing as well, so I want to add that to everything. Okay, a lot of little things to do, but it should be fun anyways. Okay, so where is the selection? Roulette here. Okay, that's the roulette. Okay, so the first thing that I've gotta do, I guess, is on the widget itself. I only have a method for hide show. I guess on the hide part, like hide and show, I guess I can do like canvas group. That's just gonna be something that I'm gonna try. So I'm on the top left now. Okay, so that's fine, and I'll just to test it. I can polish this later again. Be a big deal. But canvas group, alpha, canvas group. So if I hide, I'll put like 0.1. If I'm showing, I'll put 0.1. But that's not what I wanted to do now. What I wanted to do now was I have the highlight and unhighlight, but I also need like a hover effect so I know when the mouse is over something. And I guess the best way to do this is, because hover is always going to be triggered, so let's just create those two events here. On hover, on what's the opposite of unhover? I don't know. Exit, hover. I guess that's a better way to put it. On hover, exit, on hover, enter. There you go. Okay, so highlight is actually what's called from here, and then the only thing that changes is if it's active, is gonna cancel. So I guess I can kind of cheat and just put that in here and put that over here. Oops, on hover, exit. And that should be fine, right? Okay, with those two hover effects, I'm gonna add with this hover event, I'm gonna add the sound effects, and the faded thing should work by default, I guess. Maybe, we'll see. We'll see how it's gonna go. I do have the sound effect. Yeah, there you go. So I'm gonna remove that from here. I play that from here. I don't know if I have a. Oh, I'm not doing the best way possible. Where is it? So animator play, that's fine, and then I could do like a little animation, like if you're on the thing, it kind of grows a little bit, but I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe I'll play along with the alpha canvas group thing, but that should be okay. Let's test this. I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't know how. Oh boy, I probably did something that I didn't want to do. So let's see. I want this to be applied. I just went without thinking. I'm gonna apply this to. I don't care about that at all. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so what we want to test is, are the slots that are not available faded? And if we hover over something, do we have a sound feedback? And we'll see. There's some other things that I want to do on that as well. Let's test those two things first. We're collecting an orb. Oh boy, that's definitely not working. It was faded though. But the problem is, like, this is being called every frame, I think. And I didn't want to manage states. Okay, lazy solution for now, just to test it, is hovering. If that works, then I'll do a proper state management thing. So, oops, is hovering. True. The reason it's on every frame is because I have to support the gamepad as well, and I know it's a lame excuse, but it's like one thing on the game that I haven't optimized, so I don't consider that being too bad. But yeah, probably something I have to look at later to optimize. And yeah, I keep saying optimizing things, but like the game runs on, like, I'm taking this game to events on a notebook that, you know, it's fine. It's not like a great notebook. It's like just like a laptop that runs. I think it's like an i5, and the game runs like at 100 FPS easy. So it's like, it's not, performance is not like a massive deal in this game. Okay, so it's weird. It's faded, yeah, sure, but it's weird to have the sound feedback if you don't see what's going on. I don't know how I want to proceed on this, because I think I tried to do two things and one thing conflicts the other. So let me go back to where is it? So I don't want to do this anymore. Let's just put this here. And I think it's too faded. Like, yeah, I couldn't even see it from my screen. Let's do 025. Let's apply that. Okay. So, oh yeah, I wanted to also change the icons because we have new icons. Let's do that too, so we can test that. Oh, that's the blueprint. I want the orbs, the power orbs. Where's the orbs? Orbs Atlas. So those are the icons. Oh yeah, I was using, yeah. That's not the ones that I want. So I lost myself again. Okay, so parties, art, UI, skills. Okay, so we have a few options. So we have those that are white with a feel, like a light feel, and then we have the dark ones, which I don't think I'm gonna use for the selection roulette. I'm gonna use for different plays. And then we have just those. I think these are gonna be better. Let's see. They don't have color though. Is that gonna be a problem? We'll see. If it is, I'll do either a material linking in here or just like a color, you know, a color apply or color multiply. So let's test this one first. By the way, I don't think they're the same size. Yeah, probably should unify those sizes too. Let's test it first. If that's a problem, then I'll pick like a proper round or square size, sorry, and export them with the same size. Because I think Unity's UI sometimes don't really like different size sprites. I can see they kind of fucks it up in here. I have to go and change that. I don't think it looks too bad though. I like that I can see the fader things now, which is... No, I can see that there's lots, but I can also see that, there's nothing in them. And that's exactly what I want. I don't know if that's good or not. I'll have to test it with people, but I like that. There's also a question of, should we keep this active even if I'm not selecting it? Because it's the only power up that I have, and it's the one that you're gonna... Okay, I'll roll back. Two things, I guess. One is, do I want that to be always active because that's the only power up that I have? Or do I want to not have it active, and if I stop selecting the orb without any orb selected, the character kind of loses the... or kind of unequips the orb, let's say, and it's just the character without the customization. Because like there is no way to remove a customization at this point. I don't know why you would unequip anything, but there is a valid question, I guess, of do we want to do that? I don't know. I'll worry about that later, but there's also this question. Okay, and I also added the sound effect to the wrong event. Let me fix that. Oops. I think I did on the unhighlight. Yes. So it should be on the highlight event. Let's apply that again. I think it looks fine. Let's see. Let me open that. Image. Oops. Put that in. Does this image needs to be smaller because of it? Probably. I think it looks better if it is actually. Yeah, because that fits within the actual slot. Yeah. Okay. The problem with that is that I have to change it for every one of them, like every single one of them, just because how I set up the UI. Which is a fine trade-off because the alternative was, or do I? Do I need to do? Oh yes, I do. Yeah. Shoot. Okay. Yeah, the alternative was create one prefab for each, and then I wouldn't be able to kind of customize one and apply everything else. I apply what I changed to all the other ones. Oh, that's gonna bug me, or I don't know. Let's see. So we have 60 on the right, which means we probably want to do 80 on the right, and then 80 on the bottom, and then 120 here. I think it's gonna be smaller, isn't it? Yeah, it's definitely smaller than the other one. Or is it? Oh, it's not. Oh wow. Okay, never mind. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Cool. Put everything here so I can compare it. So whatever is 100 should be 120, whatever is 60 should be 80. That's what I'm gonna go with. Okay, add that in, and add that in. That should be 100, 100, 100. Basically, the top, left, right, and bottom are center in the screen, and the ones on the diagonals, because this lot is a little bit offsetted as well, they're not exactly at the center. So I have to kind of change it a little bit, the position, which is, as you can see, is like a 20 pixels padding on one direction, just so it feels like it's on the circle. And by the way, I might be wrong. Like, this next event that we're going to participate is going to be really good to test everything that we're implementing. Because we changed a lot over the past few months. And we tested with the Discord community, and, you know, we got some feedback, which is great. And people over there are awesome. Yeah, you know. But it would be good to see, like, a lot of different people playing those games, because people that are on Discord, you know, obviously they're great, but there are people that are interested in the game. So sometimes you see comments that they're just happy to be there, which is awesome. But, you know, sometimes we want someone that don't want to play the game, and, you know, just kind of break it, everything, so you can see the other side too. You know, not that we want to sell the game to that person, but it gives us perspective on different areas as well. Okay. So we got new icons now. Oh, wrong button. I'm 100% fine with that. I think that looks better. It's less crowded, because you only when you have all the art. I think, how many slots we have? 8. I never know. So 3, 6, 8. Yeah, we have eight slots available. So once you do have the 8 slots, yeah, it's gonna be crowded. But, like, you also have 8 power-ups. So I think that's gonna be fine. I'll probably test it just to make sure. I think we have 7 available. I can kind of duplicate one just to test it. But I like that. I think that's fine. I think that works. And again, it's like, it's one of those. Oh, that's a bug, isn't it? I noticed that before, but I thought it wouldn't be a problem. Yeah, that is a big problem. Okay. I don't know why it's happening. Another problem that we have is over here. Is like this new icon, it's going over the thing. But it's something that we have to change as well. I think that's fine. Another thing that I want to change on the wheel, or the roulette, if you wanna, is the order that I put them in. So right now they're, oh shit, that's gonna bug me. Right now they're following, like, I guess anti-clockwise or counterclockwise. And I want it to be like Ratchet and Clank, which is like top, left, right, bottom, and then the corners, or yeah, the corners, I guess. I think that's satisfying though. Like, the way those things work, I don't know. I'm gonna change all the icons in a bit, or let me do it right now, because I feel like some of the particles are not in the right place. So I don't want that to be a problem too. So. Okay, so we chose the field white. We chose, by that I mean I decided to use those. I didn't miss the colors, so I don't know if that's gonna be a problem or not. Well, let's see, because if it is a problem, then I definitely need to add some color, right? I don't have it without colors. But if it works with the black and white UI, then it's fine. Zeus. And the last one is Poseidon. By the way, all the power-ups are related to, not related, but like they are blessings, let's say. I'm gonna rename those icons later. They are blessings from the gods, and we are focusing on Greek gods, but I have a lot of ideas from different mythologies that I would love to implement, but maybe they'll come as a free content update after launch. Maybe. We'll see how it's gonna go. Actually, if this game does well, like I wouldn't mind working on this game for a very long time and just update, create more content for it, add more skills, do more animations, and polish more. But it relies on more things, doesn't it? So I want to fix the sizing issue on the thing, which is not player orb slots. There we go. And mask? No. Mask. Where is it? Where's the container for the app? Oh, orb slot. Right on my face. Okay, so image orb icon, and we have a fill as well for the little animation when you use it. Okay, so let's do it. Let's play this animation. That's fine. Let's add the Aries. And Aries' skill is actually quite fun, I think. It's like you have you start with a shield, and then you can use the shield to defend yourself from enemy attacks, which I think is cool. That looks good. So we're talking 55, 38, 55, 38. And then you can upgrade that to like throw the shield, or throw like a fire shield, which also has the ability, like if you kill an enemy, you get teleported to the position and get jump as well. So it can use as a platforming thing too, which I think is pretty cool. But again, we shall see. Okay, so that should fix the positioning. I want to see it again, just so I can kind of compare how I did how the icon looks. The new icon looks in the UI. That's Ares. Yeah, you can use the shield. Right now it's unlocked, so I can throw the shield as well. But yeah, still doing the upgrade menu. Probably gonna do that on stream as well. We'll see how it's gonna go. And each orb does its own thing. I don't think I've made a devlog for that. I'll probably do something. I don't mind being black and white, actually. I think it's fine. I do think it's too big though. Like, why is it? Is it a problem though? The particles are definitely not in the right place. Where is it? Okay. Thank you. So this particle is definitely not in the right place. Why? Can I not do the same thing as the other one? Like, where is it? Or is it? So what's the number? So 120, 120, 80, 80? Oh no, because it goes beyond it, doesn't it? Oh shoot. Okay. Not sure how I'm gonna fix that. Why can I not see it? Why is it not showing? Oh well. I'll place whatever I think it's the middle. It's not the ideal solution, but just for now. I'll have to figure out the actual position. And the problem with the effects as well, like it's a particle system in the UI, so it's the positioning of things sometimes is a little bit awkward. But let's see. Let's get out of this animation and go back. Just test it. I don't think I might add a mask to the icons. So the icons are contained within the slots, but I don't mind them being a little bit too big. If it looks too stupid, then I'll change it. Let's test it first. I guess we can have the big screen here as well, can we? So come here. Yeah, that's on the center now. Okay, so again, I don't mind them going a little bit bigger than the thing. The particles are fine now. They really are. The Odysseus one, you can't really see the particles, but I don't think that's a problem. I think that's fine. I am missing a little bit of color though. I might do like a color multiply. I'll test the color multiply. But also something else that I want to do is do the change order thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4 instead of 1, 2, 3, 4. Instead of counterclockwise, just do like cross and then diagonal. Yeah. Don't know if what I said is what I'm thinking, but whatever. We can figure that out. So let's add the color first, because I think the color is quite important. And I do have on the, let me see if I can find, on the localization file, I think I have colors on the name of the abilities. So let's see. English orbs, there you go. So if you take Ares, for example, we do have a color here. I'll try. I should have the colors in here somewhere. Should we create a thing for the color palette? Is it in here? It should be in here. So let's put Ares here. Paste it. There we go. We'll create one for Artemis. Janus. Hades. Odysseus. Poseidon and Zeus. Let's grab the colors that I've already got. Artemis. Thing. Janus here. Hades. Odysseus, which I think I'm gonna have to change the color of Odysseus because we're using like a purple now for Odysseus. We might have to change that color. But that's for later. That's not for now. And we have Poseidon too, which I haven't got. There you go. We got all the colors in here. So I can either be fancy and grab the colors from the palette, or could you use that just as a reference? Let's see. I think I'm gonna change the orb data because when I grab the orb data, I have all the things from the orb power up. So I might as well just have the color in here as well. So let's do, oops, I'm supposed to be region, color settings. Oops. And then, you know, if at some point we need materials and custom stuff, we can also do that here. So that's gonna be colors. And I think I'm gonna change the title just because it looks nicer. And it doesn't take too long to do that. Or I could just do that. That's quicker. So serialized field protected. Or sorry, this has to be public. Public color name. Color name. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like that instead of having everything in the color palette. I think too many details sometimes. Like some decisions, it's a tiny decision that doesn't look like it matters too much, but like it changes how I code a lot of things. So yeah. Anyways, I'll test Aries first, just because the one that I'm testing with. Okay, so that's red. Now I have to obviously use that somewhere, and I'm gonna change that on the widget. So widget orb selection. Okay, so let's see. We have a refresh. Yeah, we can just do oops. Image orb icon. I don't know if that's what I want, but we'll see. Like when I mean, if that's the effect that we want on the game. Well, that should do. At least we should be able to see it, right? And the color of the other orbs are like black without the alpha channel, so they're not gonna show up. But if the Aries orb works, then I'll obviously change the other ones too. All right. Okay. If I come to my wheel here, I don't like it. I thought I was gonna like it, but I don't. I actually hate it. I prefer the white one. Maybe the particle could be red. That could be a thing, right? But I actually hate the red on the thing. Yeah, let's not do that. Do I have the particle reference here? No. Let's do some organization here so I don't go insane trying to find things later. So oops. Okay, so the next thing that I want is oops. I keep forgetting, it's like particle image, yeah. VFX particle selection. And then can we just do that? Maybe not. Because I don't think if I change the color of one thing, it's a particle system, so it has like 2 or 3 different components. I don't think if I do that, it's gonna work. But let's test it. Obviously I have to link it up. Yeah, there's like 4 different things. So I might need to do like an array. Or if there's a setting here to do that, I don't think there is. Like grab the color from the parent. I don't think there is. I think it's just a color. And I think some of them have color over lifetime, yeah. But that's just the alpha, so that should be okay, I think. Advanced, let's multi-thread, and that's not what we want. Yeah, I don't think there's a inheritance from the parent with the colors. Well, let's see that first, and then we'll decide after we see the thing in the screen. Okay. Also, something weird that I found recently was if I do a kick with the character and then I do a jump, the character actually goes higher. Like if I just kick or jump, like it goes, whatever. But like if I time it right, I can do a kind of kick jump, I guess, and the character goes a little bit higher, and it's enough to create different like platforming challenges, which I'm like at later stages, sorry, in the game. I'll probably use that. And the kick kind of breaks your jump as well. Like if you jump but then you kick midway, it kind of breaks it, and that's on purpose. But if you time it right, you can jump it a little bit higher. Anyways. Well, did I not change the thing? Or did I not save? Oh, I didn't save it. Oops. Yeah. And because this build, the next state of this is gonna be like a demo for the event. I think the next thing that after I finish this roulette, the next thing that I want, oh my god, what? What happened? Why do I not have the thing? Is it in there? I don't think it's in there. Or icon sprite, sparkle selection color. What? Okay, that's weird. Yeah, so it's in here. That's Hard icon. What? Did we get an error and I didn't see it? No, we didn't. Okay, just for the sake of testing things, let me just change the color to white, just so we can maybe see it. And yeah, as I was saying, like the goal with this event is like we have a demo that is not very event friendly, by the way. It's like for new players, it's probably like a 2-hour-ish experience. Like it's probably like 1 hour and 30 minutes to 2 hours, like depending on how fast you understand the mechanics and everything. I'd say for people that are really good at video games, it's probably like an hour. So obviously not good for events, right? But also, we do have, because we know there's not going to be that many people. Yeah, well, that's weird. Why did it change the color of the sprite? And it definitely didn't change it. Oh, I can kind of see the red on the particle system. It's like very subtle. So yeah, let's do a list. Yeah, I do not have the statements here, so using where is it? System collections generic. Yeah. Right. So obviously we now need to do each one of them. Another thing is like the alpha channel is something that we don't want to touch. So do this a little bit differently. So color. So let's store the previous color, or we can just do new color. That's a little bit easier. Color domain R. G. B. And then we keep the alpha because the alpha is the effect that we want. You know, some of them have different alpha effects. So obviously, don't want to map them. We just want to keep whatever is in there. Also, I realized that I named this wrong because it's a public data variable, so I don't want to do that. I'm waiting for Unity to finish. There we go. Oh. So yeah, again, like having an hour-long adventure is not great, but also like something that we notice is like people like to play a second time and then they complete the game so much faster because obviously they do. And then we have like collectible cards, which should be something fun. Oh shoot, what happened? Oh, right, my bad. Just grab the red color and add it into the orb. Oh, that's why, probably. Maybe, I don't know. Save projects. Okay, so let's link the particle systems. There you go. If I lock this, you'll be able to grab it all, put it in there. And I did have one B. Oh, why? Okay, whatever. That's fine. Let's apply those changes. Also, something that I noticed that we do not want to do that. Back to it. Okay, so we got all the particle systems in here. We got the image thing. I think that's working, maybe. Let's see, because I don't know if I apply. Well, let me apply this. Okay, save, go back. Let's see if we can get at least the power up icon or symbol thingy showing up. Okay. But yeah, so with the obviously the card collection system, I think we should have a reason for people to replay it, which, and we don't see any reds. Okay, so I don't get why we don't see any reds. Is it because the particle system is not using the main color thing? Let's see. So, okay, yeah. Let's see if I can preview the particles. that's the one. Okay. Where's the particles? So particles. Can we not see the particles because of the canvas? No, canvas group is 1. I don't know what's going on with the particles. Let me see. Can I see it at all? Why is it not playing? Blue. I don't see a setting for like. Oh, is it? No, it wouldn't be that, would it? Scale, local, pre-warm. Yeah, I don't know why I'm not seeing the particle. So weird. Shows in game, which is obviously a good thing. Well, I can't see on the editor, which makes it a nightmare to obviously test it. Does it show it at all? No, it doesn't. Okay, that's not good. Here's what I'll do. Just because I don't want to waste too much time searching for debugging the UI in edit mode. I'll play, because I know I placed a particle system. So I don't think I added the thing to play. Oh, okay, let's do that real quick. And I'll play with the colors just to see what we get from, you know, from changing the main color. And color, yeah, I'm changing the color of the main particle thingy. There might be a case. Oh, I don't see the colors at all. Or sorry, the particles. Why? Why is that? Well, I'll deal with that later. Probably gonna be one of those things that is just like something that I haven't checked. I don't want to waste time on that right now. Anyways, I can remove that because we're not gonna use that. That's fine. Okay, so this is our selection. If we grab a new orb, we get the power up here. Definitely gonna try to add some color to it. The next thing that I want to do in here is the selection. So instead of counterclockwise, this should be. Should I do top, right, left, bottom, or top, left, right, bottom? I don't want to open up a Ratchet and Clank gameplay, but I would love to see how they do it. I'll do top, left, right, bottom, just because it's going to be easier for me. All I'm going to do in this case is just the change the index. So the selected index. So let's see, how can we do this? So we have them clockwise, so we know that. Is there a formula that we can create that will normalize or correct the index for that usage? I guess it wouldn't be here though. It would be when we. Oh no, sorry, it would be here. That would be correct. Can we do from here? So it's almost like, can we do like odd numbers first, or maybe even numbers first and then odd numbers? I think there's a way to do that. I just don't not thinking. Or if I really wanted, I could just change the order in the inspector. Something tells me that I shouldn't do that. Okay, so I can just change the active thing here. Or can I... If I do... Yeah, I don't know. Let's check if I change the order in the thing, if that's gonna work. If it doesn't, then I'll think of something. I go to... widgets. There we go. So if we do top left, right, and top left, right, and then bottom, and then we do top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. I think that would... I think the selection code that I have won't work, but we can test that. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna collect... Oh, I forgot to do the data. Or start the color with within the data object. So put that as white for now. And that's to forget the alpha channel. Poseidon, last one. Okie dokie. Let's see. Collect a few orbs. Yeah, the selection is not working. Okay, the thing works because it obviously populates it correctly, but then I'll have to change the selection code. Because like with the keyboard and mouse, I can just hover over the actual thing. But like with the gamepad, I'll have to do some different calculation. So that would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably 5, 6, 7, 8. That would be fine. Yeah. Okay. I should probably not think this, but I could probably just get away with manually placing those things in here. It's not a great solution, I know, but can't really think of a way to manipulate the index so it follows that order. I guess I could do. It's lazy, I know, but it probably will do the trick. So dictionary, integer, index mapping. Never gonna change, so it's probably gonna be okay. So 0. How do I create one? Can I do 0, 0? Do I have to do like 0? Oops, 0, 0. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. So 0, 0, then 0, or sorry, 1, it's gonna be 0, 1, 2, and then 2 is gonna be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's gonna be all the even numbers, obviously. 6, and then all the odd numbers, so 0. Oh, god damn it. 0, 1. Oh, this is so bad. Sorry, this should be 4, 1, 5, 3. This is such a lazy way to do it. But I'm jumped 1. 7. What is it? 7. 7 is actually 7. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So index mapping, that should be M index mapping. Missing a semicolon. Yeah, we're just gonna. It's gonna be last selected index mapping, grabbing the M last selected index. If that works, that would do it. Honestly, I don't think it's gonna matter that much. But it is a lazy way to do it. It's not a lazy way in terms of code, because like there's probably like an even easier way to do it. But it's a lazier way in terms of brain capacity. I don't want to think about this. This is how I'm gonna do it. Yeah, let's wait for that to load. There you go. Or not. There you go. Okay, let's see. Should probably add a log so I know which one I'm selecting. Whoa, no. Oh shit. Okay. I got it wrong. But it did work. 1. Oh, because I changed the order, didn't I? Oh shoot. Okay. Alright. It's fine. It's fine. Let me see. What is the order that I did? Okay, so we did top. Let me compress this so I can see. So top and then left. Let me block this. So top, left, right. And then we did bottom, obviously. Those are the odd numbers, which are not odd anymore, right? Because they're 0, 1, 2. Okay, interesting. Oh yeah, wait, hang on. So this is giving me a number between 0 to 7, depending on the angle. So 1 should be 1 here, because yeah, okay, so this is top, obviously. This is okay, that's fine. And then this needs to be left, and this needs to be right. So right is gonna be the third element, actually, on the array. Yeah. I'm doing something wrong and I don't know what it is. So let me finish this. So top left, top right. Oh, that's okay. So that's what I'm doing. So top left. Okay, so it's top left, bottom left, bottom right, and then top right. Okay, so that's now correct. So top left, bottom left. Before top right is the last one. Okay, so it's giving me 0, 1, 2. So if it's 0, then it's 0. If it's 1, then that is actually, well, what is it? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. Okay. 4. And then if I'm here on the 2, that's actually, so that's top left. Ah, okay, I understand now. That took me way too long to figure out. So bottom left, bottom right, bottom right, sorry, and then what is it? This is top top right. Yeah. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now. So what is it? So left is 1, bottom is 3, right is 2, and then is top left, bottom left, so 5, bottom right is 6, and top right should be 7. Let's see if that's gonna work. I have no idea at this point. But, you know, that's how we learn, right? Make things the way they shouldn't be made, and then we learn how to do the things the right way afterwards, when it no longer matters. Let's see. I probably went way overboard with this problem, but whatever. Okay, so see, iris, and it works. Okay, awesome. That's it. That's a lot better, and I'm gonna go with that because I don't mind it. The code's not horrible now, but it's not great either. Good thing is, like, it's easy to understand. So yeah, there you go. So now it follows the order of top first, left, right, bottom, and then I'm going. I can change this later now because it's a dictionary, so I don't have to change anything else. But right now it's top left, bottom right, and then top right. So it kind of fills the cross first, and then fills the remaining of the roulette as you collect more power-ups. Okay, that's fun. Was there anything else? Oh yeah, there's a little bug here that sometimes it takes a little bit of time for this to show up. I'm not gonna bother about that, just I don't know. I don't think yeah, it is annoying though, isn't it? I'm not gonna bother about that now because I've got some bigger problems to take care of. Alright, I think that's it for today. It was a good stream, I think, in terms of progress in the game. I made a lot of progress, and it was fun to kind of get back to it. Like, it's been years since I streamed, so, and doing it on YouTube is better, I think. But we'll see. Alright, that's it. Cheers. I'll be making more progress in the game and hopefully more devlogs soon too. So yeah, I'll catch you later.